So let you hear, and welcome to my top 4 things that were wrong about the Spyro Reignited Trilogy, as shown by the trailer. Also, sorry for the clickbait title for this. I don't plan on making many of these videos. This may be the only one I actually do, to be honest. So with that out of the way, here are the top 4 things I saw listed from smallest to largest problems that were wrong with the Spyro Reignited Trilogy's trailer. Here we go. Number 4. Now, as a 3D artist myself, I know many of the tools of the trade that make models look great. And I can say without a doubt that these sculptors knew what they were doing when reimagining our fave purple boy. The only real flaw? They overdid the flattening and pinching on the face. Now before you guys start flaming, let me do some explaining. I love how they kept him cartoony and stylized. It looks amazing! They kept true to the original design. But I feel they tried too hard to keep it to the original design. The face being the only issue I have. The eyebrows and jawline are so sharp and so flattened in areas in order to match the original design that I feel they slightly overdid it, and in some small cases it looks like Spyro's wearing a mask of himself. Fixing this issue is as easy as opening the nearest sculpting program and using the smooth tool on this low setting over the jawline and eyebrows to make the face more organic, match the body more. I don't expect this to actually be done though, so that's why it's not a huge issue for me. On to the next one. Number 3. Why does Sparx have multiple arms and a mouth? I mean, yeah, in the Legend series, Sparx talked and was rather cute and a witty sidekick. But in the original trilogy, I don't remember a single time that he ever started talking. That could be because I never finished Spyro 2 or 3, but regardless, the design choice for Sparx struck me as rather odd. But I'll probably learn to love it with time, so again, it's not a massive concern. On to the next one. Number 2. Now, looking over the trailer, like a bajillion times, I feel I can safely say that the Reignited Trilogy is being made in Unreal Engine. Whether it's 4 or some special 5th version that no one else knows about, I don't yet know. With that said, I've noticed clipping in his feet through the grass. In game engines like Unreal, developers can add in physics. It's like invisible bubbles that go around body parts to make it so that the player character can have physical reactions to being up against walls or on uneven flooring without just being way too taxing on the animation team. It makes things more realistic. And many game devs use physics on wings and tails as well for subtle movements that can happen during normal gameplay while going easy on the animators. That being said, it's pretty quote-unquote easy to make feet-based physics so that grass can move aside or fold down in order to prevent clipping and make the scenes more realistic. For a massive company making a AAA game like this, I expect little to no clipping. I'm not a professional game dev, but I'm positive a programmer or someone can get the grass to stop clipping. So, game devs, please fix that. Now, for the honorable mentions. When it comes to honorable mentions in these kind of lists, there's usually like 5 to 10 small snippets of things. But I don't have that. My honorable mention is the coloring arrow on Spyro's tail, shown right in the beginning of the video. It's a stupidly small fix, guys. Get the airbrush set to Spyro purple and fix the end of the tail, please. And lastly, number 1, the biggest problem with the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. The run cycle. Put the pitchforks away. I agree that's adorable and great. There's only one massive problem. The tail. Watching his run cycle in slow motion or otherwise, it's easy to see the tail flattens out. Stiff as a board. Dead looking. For a good 9 whole frames. That doesn't sound like much, I know, but if I sent this animation in for my 3D animation teacher to see and I thought I was done, he'd tell me immediately, right off the bat, go fix that tail. It's too flat. It's jarring. And as a graduate from a 3D animation schooling, I can say that I honestly don't know if I even want to play this game with such a massive animation flaw. My eyes are immediately drawn to the massive problem with the tail, and it distracts me from every other beautiful thing I've seen in this trailer. The tail needs a slight upward arch during those 9 frames, with the end of the tail pointing downward slightly. Then, once the rest of the animation continues, it will create a very bouncy and dynamic tail flick that will match up with the rest of the adorably detailed motion. I mean, if you're going to take the time to do an adorable head spike animation, having them bob around realistically, and even toe animations in the run, then I'm absolutely floored that no one noticed this huge animation error. Please fix this immediately. I'm sure I'm not the only one who sees this. And with that said, that's my top 4 things that were wrong with the Spyro Reignited Trilogy's trailer. Thank you very, very much for watching, and if you can get this video to the devs to see if these things, especially the tail, can be fixed, then I'd be ecstatic. Again, thanks for watching, and have a great day. Celetra, out.